video is sponsored by War Thunder, which is why we are going to be making one of the craziest games the world has ever seen called War Trains. Why am I going to make War Trains? Well, let's back it up to December of 2023. Last December, I was looking through Steam and I found this one developer that seemed very off to me. His name is Heedy. Heedy makes very bad games that you really can't even call games, but he sells them for a lot of money, like $30, $50, or even $200. He'll get all of his games and bundle them, so the bundle's worth $6,000, but you can buy it for only $600. Or he'll sell his keys to sketchy third-party websites that they can sell these mystery key bundles to. People buy these bundles for $5, and these websites make bank, but so do the developers. Now, when I was looking through his games, the worst part of all of this, to me, is the fact that a lot of these are actually great ideas. He's got games like Save Giant Girl from Monsters, or Tanks Battle. What about Monkey vs. Dino? But the game that caught my interest the most? War Trains. We deserve War Trains. Is he a scammer? Maybe that's up for debate. But one thing he did scam us of is War Trains. Do you like war? Do you like trains? War Trains! Guess who's gonna give it to you? Me, Jeff! I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. And we're all gonna fight on trains and go to war! Sorry about that. Anyways, let's get started. I know I made a lot of strong accusations about Heedy, but to show you what I mean, I decided to buy War Trains. Yes, I did refund it. In the trailer, there's a train shooting at you, when in the game, there is no other train. Technically, this game should be called War Train. There's only a monster that fights you. You have 100 bullets, but they do absolutely nothing, and you have to pick up ammo packs that spawn so rarely that no matter what, you can't win because the boss does so much damage anytime he attacks you, and you can't even avoid it. You die, there is no winning. You can only press W to move. It only goes forward, doesn't go backwards. You can hit S to stop, and it automatically changes directions for you. And you can't play for a long time because the game just crashes. Let me read you some reviews. This game is a waste of time, it's too basic, and it feels like a money grabber to rip you off. Unplayable graphics glitches, didn't work properly. There's virtually nothing here. It's not worth calling this a game. And my review agrees with all of those. Something that I thought was really funny was when you launch War Trains, he acts like his games are collectibles, saying you have one of 6 of his recent games or something like that. He has a lot more than 6 games. I don't know why he picked just these 6, but anyway, when I made that short, initially talking about Heedy for the first time, I never even talked about War Trains, but I did show it on screen. And the reason that I'm actually doing this is because of you guys. I was getting comments like, War Trains looks genuinely fun. War Trains is a cool concept. I'd honestly play War Trains. War Trains. Lots of people commented about this game. The concept of War Trains really makes my heart happy. When I first started this project, I really wasn't sure if I was going to make it multiplayer, mainly because I've never done multiplayer, and that sounds really difficult. But if War Trains is going to be any fun, it has to be multiplayer. So let's go ahead and make it multiplayer. Now, I started developing this game, and to be honest with you, it really wasn't going very well, because it's actually a bit harder than I pictured, because I want to make it so that you can go forward and backward on a rail, and the rail has to be easy to build and customize. In Unreal Engine, you have these things called splines, which are a little confusing to me at the moment. I was diving really deep into this until my real life caught up to me. I had to go on a business trip, I've been traveling a ton, and I thought, you know what? I wonder if anybody else wants to help me out with this game. So I reached out to the one and only Dr. Elliot. So you know how Steve Jobs kind of had the I built the iPhone mentality? Yeah, this is one of those situations. Dr. Elliot did all of the work. I asked him if he'd be interested, and he said, oh yeah. Guys, you don't understand. Within a day, the game was playable. He cooked. I wanted this game to be as basic as possible because I didn't have a ton of time to sink into it. So I was thinking, this game is going to be a game that settles debates on who's the better gamer. I'm all about those. Are you arguing with somebody on Valorant being toxic, saying that they're better than you? Instead of 1v1ing them in Valorant, how about you 1v1 them in War Trains? Sorry, I meant War Trains! You know what? It just doesn't feel right. Can we? Hold on. Let's go to Fiverr real quick. I wonder if we could find somebody to just scream this for us. Like, this guy. I asked him if he could scream War Trains for me because I'm not doing as good of a job. And boy, did he deliver. War Trains! Okay, let's try again. Sorry, I meant War Trains! Much better. Before we dive deeper into War Trains, I have to thank today's sponsor, War Thunder! War Thunder really has insanely good developers. The game is beautiful. War Thunder is one of the most comprehensive vehicle combat games ever made and is now available for free on PC and consoles. You can take control over 2,500 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships of 10 nations, ranging from biplanes and armored cars from the 1920s to the fighter jets and main battle tanks used today. Immerse yourself in intense combat of War Thunder, where incredibly detailed vehicles, realistic graphics, and authentic sound effects place you right in the helm of the most powerful war machines of our time. Join a community of over 70 million players and dive into the breathtaking experience that is War Thunder. With an unmatched wealth of high-quality content to discover, there's simply no better game suited for fans of military history. My personal favorite part about War Thunder is explosions! Download War Thunder and play it today. Now back to War Trains. Within a day, it was almost to the point where I wanted the game to be, but after 2 days, it was. I'm telling you, Elliot's insane. By the second day, we were in a server shooting each other with health decreasing. So I said to Elliot, hey man, that's great, that's all I need. Thanks, you can stop working on it now. And he said, absolutely not. He kept going and going. Guys, this game's actually kind of sick. By day 3, he said, Jeff, you know what? I'm not doing the map stuff. You're doing the map stuff. You make a map. So I said, okay. And I made a map. We're gonna have more maps as time goes on. That is if people actually play this game. But if not, then you'll just have to deal with my really bad map design. For my map, I kind of wanted a couple tunnels, so I did that. I finished it up and Elliot said, yeah, it's looking good. But then he came back to me and said, what if we made it 4-player? I don't think you understand what I mean. What if we made it 4 players? 4? We can do that? Huh. So we did. And I built a couple more tracks, grabbed a couple more friends, and play tested it. It went well. Oh, you spawned right next to me! Yo! War Trains!
If you get hide behind those.
Come on, what you want? What you want? Yeah! War Train! Yeah, it's me and you.
Oh, get dead. Wait, where are you?
What you want? You just ripped around that corner. Yeah! Oh! The champion of War Trains! War Trains!
Bro, you won 1 round.
I think people were actually enjoying it. Maybe that was just mainly me, but it's fun. I'm gonna be honest. I did not think War Trains would be actually fun, especially after seeing this garbage concept from Haiti. This kind of got me fired up and it got Elliot fired up to keep working on it. As you may know, there was a lot of bugs and Elliot hashed out a ton of them. We've got a lot of ideas now. Ideas like health packs that spawn around the map that you have to shoot, different types of guns with different types of turrets. A lot of people are suggesting that we jump around tracks. People want more maps, cosmetics on trains, all sorts of crazy mechanics. All of them very possible. There's so many different things to focus on, which is wonderful. But at that point, we just had to get the game feeling better. One big issue that we saw was it's too easy to aim and hit the train. So what do? Do we make the train smaller? It seemed like a good idea, but didn't seem very creative. Elliot thought of a great idea. What if we make the turret lag? Not only lag, we give a real-time crosshair that shows you exactly where the turret would shoot at that moment. I said, you can do that? And he said, oh, it's easy. I wasn't quite sure how that would feel, but after testing it, it's way more fun. It takes a lot more skill and it actually feels like you can come back from a fight. After we tested that, it felt really good. We decided hit markers would be a great idea so that you can know where you're hitting. One thing that Elliot kept saying over and over was that it's missing something. It needs more players. And so I got some people, even more people, and we waited for more people to join. And you want to know what happened? It crashed. It crashed. And then Elliot was like, no, we gotta fix some things. And then it crashed again. But then something beautiful happened. Once again, the man cooks. It worked. And it was nuts. Yo! Oh my! Die! Whoa! War Train!
We're gonna make this. Oh my! Finally, I swear! Go away! Get away! Out of here, I'm going back to the cello. The toxic environment.
Shred him, T! Shred him! Oh my god! Night! Yeah! Oh wait, I'm so dead. Oh no.
I got Jeff.
Hey,
War Train.
I love War Trains.
Now, believe it or not, I actually didn't pay them to say that. I really don't know what exactly about this game won them over and made them enjoy it. Maybe it's the fact that you can see all the trains on the screen on the main menu. Or maybe it's even whenever you click any button, it rips this sound. The community was getting a little out of hand and put my face on Thomas the train, and even just a train, and then put my face on this and that, and turned it into this, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. The future of War Trains actually depends on you guys. If more and more people play it, then we'll keep working on it. As for now, this is about the stage that it will stay in. We'll make some maps, we'll add some fun new features, but for the most part, this is War Trains. I'd also really like to thank War Thunder for sponsoring this video. They have been very good to me. Please go ahead and download War Thunder, and after you do so, join the Discord and find somebody to play War Trains with, or install it and play it with some friends. We made it so you can have a max of 16 people in a server. That's all for now, and I hope that Elliot and I gave you what we all deserve, which is the one and only PS4's done for. Please subscribe and like this video, comment, and play War Trains. Rap-a-pow! Thanks.